Dominic Gonzalez, 0711, 2014, 0744. I am. And this is, I'm going to call this the Equal Cloud. I don't know what else I'm now attached in that. Just like recently, I saw a film that I haven't seen in a very long time. It was Fiddler on the Roof. Remember, I saw that film, I think I was 12 years old. I believe I was here in the home and saw Fiddler on the Roof. And I'm like, oh, man. And I watched it, and it's like, I mean, the father that played, man, that actor was, dude, he was on. He was just like, I'm like, wow, dude. And he didn't win. I looked him up, and he won the Golden Globe and not the Oscar. I'm like, I didn't even look who won the Oscar. I don't know. That might have been The Godfather 72, huh? I'm not sure if that was after. But that actor is just superb. But it's like when his daughter was going to marry the Gentile. And, you know, the beautiful part about that is that musical is he's thinking about how much he loves his daughter. And he's thinking of, wow, man, I mean, he's seeing her as the little girl. But he has his faith, his religion. And then she goes off with a Christian. Oh, my gosh, man. And he's like, no. And he's plowing. He's a hard-working man. And he's like, what am I going to disregard? Everything that I have been raised to believe for my daughter. But see, what Jewish people do, they always compare themselves to Abraham and Isaac. Read things not just at face value, folks. You read them from what is the subtext. What is the other story? Because you can't even verify any parable. You have to read it as a parable. But it's like, what do I do? You know, what do I do? But exactly, love your daughter, man. At that time, and the same issue, and I'm looking at that's a film that is from a play in the 60s and made into a film. And the era is like, you know, 50, 60 years before that, or, you know, it's like, and then you look at right now and you see what's changed. You know what I mean? It's because it's like, wait a minute, I'm being pitted against right and wrong. You're getting pitted against right and wrong. Because each one, I'm sure that in the film, the character goes to the Christian church, and I believe it's a Catholic. There's different versions of believing in Christ. And I'm sure they're like, wait a minute. You know what I mean? I'm sure someone's having that conversation. But saying, I love her. Love, absolutely. The most beautiful thing about that movie, I don't care what your religion is, watch the movie. And look at it as people, not, oh my God, that religion, what are they talking about? Well, no, it's about love. It's about love. That love prevails. But the mother, you know, the mothers get it. But then the mother's listening to, because even in what I love about the movie is, like, you know, when he's singing, he said, well, you love me? Because they're in an arranged marriage. Because the Jewish faith started the arranged marriage thing that everyone's adopting. You know, all the other religions, wait a minute, you're doing that? Okay, I'll put it in my law. And he's like, but you really love me. And she goes, well, look what I do. I cook, I clean, I do all this for you. And I could, you know, the characters, when you're watching the characters, you know that they love each other. But yeah, I guess I love you. I guess I love you. I love you. You know what I mean? That's looking at a beautiful, because you got these two people, and then you can see all the negative of what an arranged marriage would be. But they're going on tradition, because, you know, when he wants the oldest daughter to be married, and she's like, no, oh my God, don't make me do it. Don't make me do that. And he's like, but wait a minute, I'm your father, you do what I say. And this is tradition. The beautiful thing about that movie is what is right and what is wrong. The father does what's right. Understand, I mean, my gosh, man. Through music and film, folks, you can get the lessons of life. If you don't like the man who's really saying it. They don't like Jesus saying it. They don't like Muhammad saying it. They don't like Dominic saying it. But guess what? What is really being said? And what can I get from it? And what can I learn from it as right and wrong?